I don't know if you guys have seen. You don't won't see it as much because you're not really on Twitter, but it's now on Insta because of Shade Bro. And I saw it earlier today, and I just got reminded of it. Michael Dapper has been getting dragged
Really?
for his Diddy skit.
Oh, he's done a Diddy skit.
Well,
What is it? Old? Is it?
no, it's new. I saw it.
brand new.
I think I saw it yesterday.
As in
innit?
new.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen
Like
it.
basically, like they're in a room like this or whatever, and obviously he's portraying different characters like a boardroom.
Okay.
And they're like doing the order in it of the 1,000 bottles and all that stuff like that. And then like there was just tweets galore.
What are they cut? What they drag? What do you mean? I don't get. So what are they saying?
So someone said, "Oh, Michael, you were the forefront of viral comedy, blah blah blah. Sexual violence is not a joke. You can do better."
Oh, okay. So they're
someone's
saying...
like pathetic attempt at humor and that. And then all that
yikes.
shit. Black Brit entertainers have no sense of awareness whatsoever.
Americans are...
Shits and gigs have finished us this week, boy.
Well, this is from UK tweeters.
Oh,
These are people I see on my timeline that have been tweeting.
No, but shits and gigs have finished us because, to branch out to that American market now going to be 10 times harder. They think we're all like that.
This is treacherous.
No, but when I saw this one, I was like, because I saw it yesterday, like, to me, I just didn't think anything of it. I just thought, bro, not to defend them, but comedians naturally do skits of anything.
Yeah.
Like, whether good or bad, whatever.
Yeah, I guess maybe timing. They're basically saying the timing of it is
my thing is then, like, the way comedy's been shown to us growing up, comedy was never diluted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, like, we're now in a more, I'd say, sensitive
world,
era.
yeah.
Like...
Question. Do you think we're in a sensitive era, or people are just not as clever? Because I don't feel like it's sensitivity. I feel like there's certain things that are just never funny, right?
Yeah.
But when Dave Chappelle makes a sensible, funny, sets up a joke in a way, people laugh because it's done in a way that it's comedy is an art. Whereas nowadays, because everybody, it's like anybody can get a mic. Anybody can say what they want to say.
I hear what you're saying. So I'll say both on that. But my thing is, like, obviously Dave Chappelle, he's seen comedy king in that instance. So to everyone, he's always been funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas there's some people, if you don't naturally find them funny, there's some way that you're gonna like kind of dilute their thing. Like, there's bare comedians that I don't find funny.
Right.
But I'd never think, oh, you're doing this because you're trying to take the piss. I just think, I just didn't find that skit funny.
But that's...
Like, and my thing is not the whole smart aspect. It is, I feel we are naturally a bit more sensitive of things.
Do you think so?
Yes.
110%. But
Yes.
I'll take...
I do get the clever aspect.
I feel like everybody's always like there's always been a line. I feel like there's always been what you're saying that you actually...
have to talk to people completely differently now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a specific...
I mean, yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me not be completely ignorant. Yes.
Like in
That
terms
is
of like
true.
the world being soft, the world's got a lot softer. You can't say what you used to say and just be able to walk away.
I agree. I do agree with you in that sense, but I think it's because there's just more visibility of things. So it's. I feel like I don't know if I'm explaining this properly.
I'm not saying.
I kind of know what you want to say.
I'm not saying it in particular with.
I know what you want to say
with Michael Dapper's thing. That I'm just saying in general, like. It's like, oh, bro, it's not that deep. If you don't like something, like, especially when it's...
The cancel culture.
Yeah, when it's someone's craft, for instance. Like, on the comedy thing, like, no offense, comedy have a higher bar in terms of, like...
There's no rules.
Yeah. One, there's naturally no rules.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I know that's your industry, I'm like, ooh, you've crossed the line, but all right, cool. Like, I'm not going to completely dismiss it, obviously, if you're fully taking the piss. But it's like, again, if Dave Chappelle or someone did that kind of skit or done a skit post Diddy's nonsense.
Do you know what it is? I think it's because
it might be more accepted.
I think what it is.
It might have just been done better.
That's the thing. It's how you execute it.
But no, that's why I use Dave Chappelle, because, like you said, he's kind of the pedestal. Do you know what I mean?
But that's why I think what's happening. I think there's a. And I think this is why Shits and Gigs again got themselves in hot water. I think there's this weird merge of what is comedy and what is you and what is real life and what is your opinion versus your craft. Do you get what I mean? So like you have to be, if you're a comedian, I feel like nowadays it's like anybody can just be funny. You don't have to be a comedian because I feel like the art of it or the craftsmanship of it, because like, you know, if you listen to like these old school comedians, they're always like, oh, you know, it's a real craft, it's a real thing, blah blah. And I feel like, because yes, I do agree that the world has become a little bit more sensitive, but I think because nowadays people don't have to be as good at stuff.
But then that goes to my thing of, if you don't find them funny,
you don't have to watch
it. Yeah. You don't have to watch it.
True.
You don't, like, for me, some things are black and white. Like, some things don't need crazy explanations.
Yeah, true.
Like,
and nowadays everything does.
Yeah.
Everything nowadays.
But that's how I
quality.
see certain things like that. I feel like I'm not saying well versed on, etc. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna listen.
Yeah,
it's simple. That's it.
True.
For certain things, obviously, there's other things that I'll happily go more into depth with. But
as a comedian, though, every good joke contains some truth to it. That is one thing you also have to understand.
True.
Like, comedians don't go on stage and tell lies.
That's true.
Like, they make jokes, but there's very much a truth in their joke.
That's true. That's
so
true.
I wouldn't say like that's why you can't also go and just laugh at every one of their jokes, because you don't know what you're laughing at sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Because Dave Chappelle makes a joke, and it goes over so many people's heads, and they're just laughing,
and
you realise you're laughing at yourself, you know.
Saying, yeah.
But in the moment, if you find that funny there and there, especially if you're like a live audience, for instance, you're not gonna think of the overthinking aspect.
That's true.
Or the joke behind the joke, or the truth behind the joke in that sense. Like, if you're there live and direct, obviously,
and you should be able to laugh at yourself, though. You can't be too uptight about everything.
I think that's the best and most relatable thing you can do. Laugh at yourself. Because if you laugh at yourself, no one else can really laugh at you.
That's true.
But
for instance, look at me and Reese. We sit there and laugh at ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just talk nonsense and laugh at our own careers and this sort of stuff. Do you get what I mean? So we'll just laugh at ourselves, and then no one else can. And also, if you don't laugh, you cry.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sometimes you cry anyway, but hey.
But I'm just saying, like, when I saw, like, obviously Michael Dapper's thing, on Shade Bro, because I didn't actually see it on Twitter come up, and obviously I'm a big Twitter user. But then when I saw it on Shade Bro and then the comments, I was like, oh, raw. Like, and I'd watched the video the day before, and I just see it from, I'm watching his craft. I'm not gonna, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas if it was more so about the baby oil and all that aspect. If it was about, like, say, the actual serious issues.
And I guess this is what I'm saying, why the world's more sensitive, because people are just like, well, you're making a joke about it, so it's
like
you're cancelled.
Exactly, basically.
Instead of being, like being able to separate. But that's what I mean in terms of, like,
or if they're being smarter and
people are just true. Like seeing stuff and it's like an immediate like reaction. It's like, it does, like, you can exercise like common sense to know that Michael Dapper's making a joke. If you don't, as you said, if you don't like it, don't engage.
But I think everyone wants to have a hot take, though. That's also today's culture. Everyone wants to be the first, and they want to, like,
they want to say the most outlandish things.
But like, music albums will come out at midnight. Tell me by 12:30 you're telling me the review of the album.
A deep dive on what the artist meant.
How can you tell me that an album is an hour long?
I hate that.
30 minutes, 12:30 you told me the album's crap.
Album of the year or something like that.
But the album's an hour long, so you ain't finished the album, but you're giving me a review.
It's just like, bro, relax.
This is the thing. Everyone wants to be first, and you know.
And this album's there, blah blah blah. I'm like, boy, me, especially when it comes for me. Anyway, when it comes to like series music, I'll happily wait. Like, I'm not I have to watch this now to tell people about it, because I know I'm not gonna digest it properly.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a millennial thing, though.
But a lot of people, even a lot of people our age are like that, though.
Yeah,
you think so?
I think it's more people. I think it's more
people, and they'll just be spoiling it.
For me, it's more orange.
Listen, remember Power? People were so keen to watch it first just to snap it and spoil it for everyone.
That one's true. That one to snap it.
Why?
Game of Thrones, for people to speak about it straight away, it was an instant thing. Like,
That's true.
I'm like, bro, like, you can create group chats for this shit. People will actually happily join a series group chat, Game of Thrones, and you can all chat shit.
I like it.
Cause if I want to do that, I'll do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But don't tell me
That's
what's
the
happened.
problem. People use Twitter as WhatsApp.
Yeah,
That's
no.
not what it is.
yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, you could tweet what you want as well. It's just like
Freedom
music.
of speech.
Yeah.
No, but them man are getting clips of the show during the show and putting them on Twitter, and I'm
that's a
thinking,
madness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
brother, I'm watching the same show as you, and I ain't
4K,
seen
you know.
that yet.
In 4K.
Bro, I said it when I think we were talking about Ashake's album, like this latest one. People were saying, "Oh, it's not that good." I was like, let it digest properly.
Let it land.
I said, this might have been.
I don't listen to people when they sing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, music
especially
takes
when
it
it comes to music. Cause me, I don't really like you two. I always call you two the music heads out of us three. Like, well, in that sense. But me, if I really enjoy it, I'm like, all right, cool. And this latest one, I was like, let this land. I did not listen to it. I think for the first couple weeks,
Yeah.
maybe a couple tracks here and there. Bro, it's spinning the thing galore for the last couple weeks. Said this might be my favorite one of his, but at the
Yeah.
same time, recency bias comes into play. That I'll now have to. But that's how much I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
That I'm putting it at that pedestal with the other ones that I think are awesome, great.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to learn Yoruba because of it, bro. I'm like, that's how cold it is, bro. So, it's like, bro, when it comes, like you lot said, people want to be the first to be out there.
News
Like,
and
it's not that deep, bro.
never.
Yeah.
There's a time to shine for everyone, bro.
Facts.
It was like that with every kind of culture anyway. It was like that with movie culture too, not even just series or music. They'll go watch this movie, then they'll say, it's rubbish. Anyone that says that to me, I'll be like, what was you expecting? And why do you think it's rubbish? If they can't give me a credible answer, I'm not believing them.
Yeah.
Because they love to talk rubbish. People just love to talk rubbish for the
Yeah.
sake of talking.
That's true.
No, people like the sound of their voice. Well, we do as well. We got a podcast.
I was gonna say, what are we
do as
doing
well,
here?
but yeah.
Something right now.
Oh my days. Hey.